good.
Hello. So yes, I won the Storytelling Festival in Taos last week. And the thing about winning the Storytelling Festival is that you have the opportunity, if you win, to perform on the main stage at the TCA. And it was such a beautiful experience. And being in Taos, has anybody ever been to New Mexico? Raise your hand. The mountain out there has a lot to say. And so I hope that what I have to share helps bring some of that magic that I felt in New Mexico. So this is the story I shared last week. And I didn't know I was going to share the story until 5 minutes before I got on stage. And so this story is actually inspired by this region, living in the Appalachia. I've lived here for almost half a decade. And I've met so many incredible artists and spent so much of my time in the forest and in the wilderness and feeling just the magic of this place. And last year, after a month long of touring and traveling and sharing my offerings through wellness and yoga, I came back home. And coming here, I was out in the forest in Swannanoa, and I felt like it was really important that I allow myself to kind of recharge and connect with nature. You know, I could kind of get lost in my bubble here because I love my community. And then when I step out of Asheville, then I kind of get a cultural dose of what's really going on. And the things in which are happening in our environment I become more sensitive to that. That's the privilege of being an artist, you know, to see things and to have new perceptions of life. So during my time here, or last year when I was in Swannanoa, I was laying on the stone bare chest, and you can be topless in Asheville if you're, you know, female-bodied. And so I was that, and I was with a friend kind of out there, you know, and then I was feeling gratitude, prayer, and then as I'm leaving, I hear like ruffling in the wind, like in the bushes, and I'm like, well. And then this man, he comes up to me and my friend, and he was like, hey, you and your nigga bitch need to get out of here. And that's when something opened. I became very sensitive. But from that place of feeling in which, you know, made me feel just profound sadness of what my experience was and what I'm being more aware of with what's happening socially and what's happening with our environment from traveling. From that place, inspired me to feel what is really important in life and the things in which we can stay devoted by. Devoted ceremony, some of you may have attended it, brings artists from all over the globe to celebrate cultural peace through our creativity. And from that place of pain came something really beautiful and to make social change. So I want to share a poem with you from one of the greatest poets here in the region, Matthew Romero. I love his work. And so may this poem be a prayer, and may you receive it and feel inspiration. Let us enter our bodies as wilderness with reverence. Let us recognize the living metaphors of our Creator's presence. Reflections of truth, light, refracted through flesh. Wisdoms, rivers, follow, rhythm, listen, holy, breath, praise. The body, a living labyrinth drawn by the canvas of death. We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. This immaculate monument, this testament to silent intelligence, this physical manifestation of faith, Gaia's grace, give our thanks, we are blessed. Envision a living gallery of ancestral memories, genetic memories, embodied, blood, bared, born, buried, bone-bounded memories, ancient signatures shaped like carved scriptures, music melded into your structure, statuesque expressions burning earth, flesh, singing water, natural, technology, ligaments, lungs, tendons, tissues, tongues, harmoniously sung for the perfect of sacred service, praise. There is salvation in your darkness, innocence in your eyes. Your body is a burning library. Recite what is worthy of being kept alive. For there is a will working in you, rising, inspired of, in spite of the triumphs and tragedies of life and love. And in your body is the buried memory of trauma whose shapes you can trace in the ways that you love. We are contorted like wounded trees, bending, aching, reaching for the sun. So dig into the earth and remain as one. We are crippled if we cannot remain rooted. So dig in, center, anchor, and let the water of life remain fluid. Dig into the body, the stillness, the movement. The sound of the breath entering into you, the music, the fragility of your love, the softness of your heart. Don't lose it. Remain tender and remember your wound is sacred. Use it. Find healing in the heart of what makes us most human. Return to the source, to the wellspring of life, the ancestral wisdoms, the visions to which we listen. The pool of the primal chaos, glistening with the faces of the goddesses and the gods. But we dip like a quill into ecstasy, agony, madness, love, wisdom, eternal youth. And with eloquence, we must speak the truth. With this vessel, this instrument, this gift, this body, indestructible dignity, undeniably godly. And if anything is sacred, the body is sacred. And from that radiating center, we remember that all is sacred. That all is sacred. Let us enter our bodies as wilderness with reverence. Let us recognize the living metaphors of our Creator's presence. Reflections of truth, light, refracted through flesh. Wisdoms, rivers, follow, rhythm, listen, holy, breath, heartbeat, breath, heartbeat, breath, heartbeat, breath, praise. Thank you. And stay devoted to the things that are important in life. Cultural peace, cultural diversity, and most importantly, your heart. Thank you.
Dominique Warfield. Thank you for sorbetting the room, Dominique.